Thursday night. Peace and love. If you're just tuning in for the first time, get and smash that love button right now. Main office, your boy Sean G, the beautiful Judea. It is a Thursday night. We want to say happy Thursday to you, and I hope everybody is doing well. You come on in and join us on this Afro beat mix as we talk a little bit about this and a little bit about that. Beautiful Judea's in the building. How you doing tonight? Fantastic.
I'm fine. How are you doing?
Oh man, listen, man. You're looking beautiful. We're gonna talk all about it tonight. One of the topics on the screen tonight, we're gonna be talking about 18 former NBA players are charged in a $4 million insurance fraud. Man, can you take the player out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the player? We're going to talk all about it tonight. Main office, your boy Sean G. Y'all come on in here. Let's talk all about it. And it's all about that music tonight, y'all. It easy for me, baby. And you know what? We didn't put the smile on the early one. About me. Ask them what they drinking tonight. What they drinking tonight?
Oh Lord.
Who that?
I don't think Uncle George drinks.
Oh, okay, don't worry about that.
Stop. His heart. Taco Baka. He can hear us. What's the topic tonight?
Who asked that?
Uncle George. Oh,
Tonight's topic is
NBA.
NBA. But we're gonna talk about other things too. Taco Vaco, baby. So we just got George in the building tonight.
He going in. Me and him, that's it. That's a good night, drink soccer. It's good. Hey. You read Sean Lips? Oh.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a Thirsty Thursday. The main office we rocking out is Thursday. Hope y'all come on in and enjoy yourself. Peace and love to George on the check-in. I hear you guys are getting yourself ready for the weekend and all that good stuff. Folk acting like they sleep. We know they ain't sleep. Let's share the video. Y'all come on in the building tonight. Let's talk all about it. A couple things on the screen tonight. We'll be sharing this, a little bit of that. You got to rock out and get yourself comfortable. I don't know what you're doing, what you're drinking, what you, and what you, But it's all good. It is the main office. Your boy Sean G, the beautiful Judea. And in a few minutes, we're going to be bringing in the Judea letter and all that good stuff. Y'all got to rock out.
Honey,
Mhm.
we just got a whole green screen on there just a minute ago.
A whole
Green screen.
A whole
Green screen.
Oh, how?
I don't know.
No, we get it right here though.
It was on here. The whole thing turned green.
Oh, that's all right. I said, you niggas ain't sleeping. Oh, Sheree here.
Uh-huh.
Who said that?
George.
Y'all see where we going with it tonight, y'all. Thursday night Afro Beat, y'all. Main office, your boy Sean G, the beautiful Judea. 347-595-0279. We're gonna party a little bit tonight. It's all about my baby, not we want to say belated, but my baby's birthday eve. Libra's rule, y'all. Drop a comment below. Let us know what your sign is. It's Libra season, y'all. You know, we all about creativity. It's all about our son. All about our month. It's all about us this month, y'all. And peace and love to the beautiful. I'm talking about the magnificent, the wonderful, the fantastic Judea. She's in the building. Looking oh so splendid. Jesus is Lord. How are you, babe?
I'm fine. How are you?
Oh, man, listen, it's Thirsty Thursday. It's been a while since we came up in the building and played some good music for the family and, you know, dropped some joints. You know, we are licensed to play some songs up in here now. You know, we moving on up to the sky. We finally got a piece of the pie. And all that good stuff. Y'all go ahead and rock out. And if you enjoy the music and it's a little bit different and you're feeling like, you know, maybe you at one of the barbecues or something, drop a comment below and go ahead and rock out. Girlfriend. The main office Thursday night. Y'all see what we doing up in here, right?
Hey, honey, what's the name of this song we're jamming to?
Right now, this song right here.
Yeah.
Well, this is the brand new song by your girl. By Lil Loca. The name of the song is called "Be Your Girlfriend." All right, it is the main office. We rock it out, y'all. We in that reggae. We talking about that reggae, kind of like the Afro beat vibe. Right? Your boy Sean G is no stranger to really shelling down a building. I want to say happy birthday to all of the Libras out there. For those of you who had birthdays yesterday, the day before, last week, starting the beginning of the Libra season, we want to say peace and love to the family. All right. Today is the eve of my baby's birthday, and she's in here looking oh so splendid.
Thank you, honey.
I love the the look here. You're shining all the way down. You're dazzling. I'm talking about razzle dazzle.
Oh, it's a razzle dazzle.
It's a razzle dazzle kind of night. and by the way, peace and love to George in here. Shout out to Sharaya. Hey, Kathy.
Hey.
Peace and love to you guys. Go ahead and share the video. Listen, guys, we're gonna be playing music tonight. I'm in a music kind of mood. Share the video. It's all about music tonight. Let's have a little bit of fun. We got a little bit of stuff to talk about. One of the topics on the screen tonight is your boy, the NBA. All right. 18 former NBA players are charged in a $4 million insurance fraud. And we're going to talk all about that. I thought that was, breaking news. All right. Peace and love to everybody over there on YouTube. Peace and love to Kasha on the check-in. Hey, girl. We haven't seen Kasha. Kasha, we miss you. And we haven't seen you in a couple nights. Hope everything is all good with you. Family, when you come up in the building, go ahead and smash that love button, please. Or hit the like button. All right, hit the like button. Let me wave at the family. Peace and love to Vet Pooh Bear. Vet Pooh Bear, what's up, Vet? I see you. You done threw us away, Vet. Oh, Leo's in the building. Okay. All right. Who we got in the building tonight? It's all about the Libras up in here.
George said, "Can we go all the way back?
We can go
bring some old school back."
George, don't. Thou shalt not tempt thee. Do not tempt me, Mr. George. I'll take them all the way back down memory lane. Let's get about an hour into the show. That way, if they kick us off, everybody would have been able to get what they deserve or get what they wanted. Name of the song right here is called "Girlfriend" by Lil Loca. Y'all gotta rock out. What you drinking tonight? I would like to know. What are you drinking? Are you relaxing? Is the H2O crew in the building tonight? Do we have a little bit of green juice family in the house tonight? Want to know what you're drinking and all that good stuff. All right? It's Thursday night. Look, the weekend is here. Don't even hold back. One of the comments I dropped in the section a little bit earlier. You Negroes are not asleep. You're not asleep. Okay? Y'all up here doing all kind of shenanigans on Facebook. You're not asleep. Come on and join us tonight. It's early in the game. Let's play this one for George. Let's go. And you know what we might do, y'all? I might take y'all. You know what I'm going to do for the family in the building tonight? I want everybody to go ahead and share the video. Share the video. Hit that love button. Drop your comments. Do what you're going to do. Is y'all with us tonight, right? I'm going to play some big records tonight. This is going to be a throwaway show, y'all. I'm going to turn up a little bit. We're going to play some big records. We're going to take y'all back to the 70s, maybe the 80s, maybe the 90s. I don't know. Right now, we're cruising on that Afro beat. You know, this that barbecue music right here. This that kind of music where you sit back and relax yourself. You know, you at your barbecue and all that. You know. Let's go.
Kasha's her father passed.
Kasha?
Yeah.
Kasha, I'm sorry to hear that, Kasha. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Our condolences goes out to the family. Let's send condolences to Kasha and her family, and all that good stuff. I didn't know that. I know that's a tough thing. Trust me. We all know that that is a tough thing. Condolences to you and the family. We love you. We hope that, stand strong and all that good stuff. We know no one wants to hear that, especially when it comes to moms and dad and all that kind of stuff. Little brothers, sisters, first cousins, friends, loved ones in any event. So condolences to you and the family.
Yes.
All right? Sorry to hear about that, Kasha.
Very sorry. You have my condolences as well. And our prayers are up for you. We're hoping that you stay strong. Hold it down for the family. And whatever we can do, let us know. You have the number. It's on the screen. Call us up if you need to talk. We're right here.
Hit us up behind the scenes. Matter of fact, I know, you're mourning right now. And if you want to get out of something, holler at us. All right? Holler at your girl, boy. Holler at us. And, let it hang out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Main office, your boy Sean G. Beautiful Judea. Peace and love to the main office family. Shout out to each and every one of you in the building tonight. Shout out to Donnie. I see Renee is in the building. Hey, drop a comment below. We want to know what the signs are. It's all about the Libra season in the building, y'all, and all that good stuff. Y'all know how we do. Libras is ruling the sun, the moon, the earth, the wind, the water, the everything right now. It's the elements. And the beautiful Judea, it is her birthday eve.
Yes.
All right, tomorrow's the beautiful Judea's birthday. We'll be celebrating that.
Yeah.
Y'all know I'm the only crazy one to come up in the building on my birthday. Playing music and, jumping around, doing all kind of, wild stuff in a good way, right? So main office, your boy Sean G. Let's go Afrobeat. Let's go. And peace and love to Vet Pooh Bear. Thursday night. And if you're feeling the vibe right now in the building tonight, get and smash that love button and drop a 1 if you're feeling the vibe in the building tonight. And we gonna keep y'all in that same groove for about an hour, y'all. Let's go. You can you can't share video to stories, a live video to stories.
Huh?
You can't share a live video to stories.
No.
Okay.
Get up off the stories, honey. Get up off the stories, honey.
What's up with Donnie, yo? Donnie come up with a building that disappeared. All right, let's split this screen.
She came and left?
Mm-hmm.
For real? Okay.
Peace and love. They know about this. They know about this, man.
I don't know.
It's that party music right here, boy.
You're supposed to be talking to the people, honey.
It's all
I
right.
don't
I'm playing.
know.
Look, it's a throwaway. I'm about to play some big music in a minute.
Oh, come on with
You know
it.
what I mean? I just want to get a good hour, 45 minutes in, and then just go into the big music in a hot second.
Okay. Girlie's in here.
Who? Girlene?
Yeah.
Oh, I know Girlene rocking out. Peace and love to Girlene on the check-in. Hey, girl. Hey, girlie, listen, we rocking. It's all about that Afrobeat right now, y'all.
Yes, it is. Hey, girl.
Girlene is in the building, Atlanta. Drop a comment below. Let us know where you're listening from. We going Afrobeat, y'all. Share the video. It's all about that Afrobeat. It is the Judea birthday eve. And I'm in a music kind of night. Listen, I may play some big records in about maybe 15 minutes. It's a throwaway show tonight, y'all. Topics on the screen. We'll talk a little bit, but we just in the mood. It's Thursday night, so we're in that mood to play some music, y'all. Let's go. And by the way, phone line is open. You got a request? 347-595-0271. Call up.
Where you at, Uncle?
Yeah, I'm sure, man. Pull up. Y'all see where we're going with it tonight, right? Main office, your boy Sean G, the beautiful Judea. Peace and love to Roddy VVA Beach. What's up? I know you're thinking about me. And by the way, drop a comment below. Let us know how the audio sounding out here. Peace and love to Sharia. She said the LG, the HD TV, people going off on Dave Chappelle. Oh, yeah. We're going to talk a little bit about that, y'all. We ain't seen Sharia in a minute. What's up, Sharia? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Yeah.
We're going to talk a little bit about that. We know it's Thursday night, and it is a Thirsty Thursday for all of the main office family, the originals. You guys know how we like to do it. We play some music, and then we get into the topics. But I just want you guys to cruise into it. I don't want to do too much talking tonight. I just want to, I want you guys to go ahead and relax and listen to some music. Do your fingernails, do your toenails or something. Get your bonnets out. You might be cooking breakfast at night. Who knows? And all that good stuff, y'all. Get yourself comfortable, y'all. Let's go. Jade Ink. I make the rules, And we're going to talk all about it. Dave Chappelle. And by the way, did you guys hear about the NBA players? 18 of them been indicted. By the way, one of them was Big Baby Glenn Davis on that insurance fraud scheme. We'll talk all about that tonight, y'all. And by the way, we'll get a little bit into that Dave Chappelle situation. Let's go. And I think that's very true. I think people need to get away from the sensitivity. Now, with this woke society and, the mandates and, this world is changing now. You can't say nothing about nobody. It get bad when the comedians can't even say certain jokes anymore. This is the reason why you don't have some of the greats coming back making movies, probably, or even doing stand-ups. When the last time you heard Eddie Murphy and doing stand-up? It's not fun anymore. Just the reason why Coming to America 2 wasn't as funny as the original. Think about it. You think if Coming to America 2 would have came out when, in a time where everybody wasn't so sensitive. It wasn't one of those things where you can't say anything. It didn't change as of yet. That movie would have been crazy. Because Eddie could have been raw, like the stand-up comedy raw. And let me ask you guys a question. When did that happen? When did it change? What do you guys think? When did it change? When did everything change to where you couldn't say anything? Everybody's so sensitive. You can't joke. You can't tell truth. We can't even speak the truth no more. You can't talk truth. Who can talk the truth anymore? Because, you start speaking truth, people get a little angry. People get angry when you start talking truth now. But when did that happen? Let me ask a question in the building. When did that happen? And another question I want to ask is, why? Why are we dealing with this? Why are we putting up with this as a society? Or is this the get back? Is this one of those things where people felt like for such a long time, machismo, the macho-ness and all that kind of stuff reigned supreme. And this is time for people who may have been picked on, bullied, and taken advantage of for whatever reason. Is this the time for the get back? Is this the time for all of the little men and women to get their opportunity? Go ahead,
sound like you hit me with a big payback line, honey. What's up?
I mean, it's the big payback.
Oh.
So, that's one of the questions we want to ask in the building tonight. Is it the big payback? I mean, great question that Sharia asked in the building tonight. So many people are so sensitive. And why? You know, nobody can say anything no more. You can't even speak truth no more. You know, you talk about truth and tell somebody something that's real. Oh man, and don't have a freedom of speech no more. I mean, you freedom of speech is out of the window. I mean, have we lost our rights completely here in America? Is this what it has come down to? You know what I mean? I think that's a good question in the building tonight. Drop a comment below. Peace and love to the YouTube family. You guys are rocking out. And listen, I'm gonna tell you, we are in different times now, y'all. And I do thank Sharia for bringing that question in the building. She just blew it out.
You opened up something here, sis.
You got me started now. You done started something.
I feel that. I'm right there with you. I went through it. My name was just Sherelle. She said, I used to get roasted as a kid. Made me stronger, honestly. I'm with her on that because I went through it. Like, ooh, baby.
Well, let's talk about
yes.
I mean,
made me stronger.
I mean, did it really make you stronger as a kid? Because look, you know, either you got roasted or you was doing the roasting. And listen, I mean, because you got to think about that. And that's kind of an interesting thing that you just said right there. You used to get roasted, you got over it, you grew, you became stronger. But hey, that's why I said, is this the get back? You know, are all of the roasted people in position now, and all of the people who was doing the roasting out of position now? So the roasted people that's in position, they saying, listen, we're going to get you guys back for all of the pain and suffering and laughing and roasting y'all did when we was coming up. Now we're going to twist your arm. We're gonna do y'all real dirty. And here's a real question. We're going to get political on y'all. Who's responsible for this? The Democrats or the Republicans?
Oh my goodness. Shay, you see what you done?
Let's share the video, family. I promise we're gonna have some fun tonight, y'all. Listen, it's a throwaway show. And in a few minutes, we're gonna be playing some big records around here, y'all. Let's go. I mean, come on. Come on, man.
The fifth.
You know, peace and love to Sherelle said, nah, I think it's the new generation thing. Sound like the roasted want a little piece of the pie right now. Sound like the roasted want a little piece of some of those bullies and all that kind of stuff. But you know, I'll leave that one alone. I do respect the comment in the building. And also, Vet Pooh Bill, why you gonna plead the fifth? Come on with it. It's a Thursday night. Come on with it. We ain't holding back no punches. Everything in love in the main office. Talk to him. What's up, man?
I plead the fifth. I'm with you, man. You got me on the hush hush right now, honey. I'm being quiet. I'm trying to be good. It's my birthday tomorrow.
You want to make it to your birthday, huh?
That's all.
Let's go.
Say anybody. I'm 81.
Man, hold on. You can't just be talking and we on the air.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If you want to get in, just tap me and then I'll bring you in real quick. Okay?
All right.
It's all about the main office tonight. If y'all in that vibe with us right now, drop a comment below. Let us know where you're listening from, and let us know if you're enjoying yourself on a Thursday night. Let's go. Uncle Ro, hold it on. And by the way, listen, if you was judged, if you was picked on, if you was bullied, we're going to dedicate this show to you tonight. But let me tell you something. I didn't experience that growing up. But I was always that kid who picked the kid that was being bullied. The one that wasn't so strong, or that girl that wasn't so strong, and made them my friend, and made sure that nobody bothered them. I dared bullies to bother some people who couldn't fight for themselves. So if you was my friend coming up, you was good to go. You know what I mean? But I do understand that, and we're going to talk about that tonight. We'll dedicate the show to some of you who were judged and bullied and all that kind of stuff. And we'll get into your comments and all that. We think that is very important. And it is a very important topic, just out of nowhere. Peace and love to Sharaya, who blew the building up with that. We got your boy Uncle Ro on the line. What's up, Uncle Ro? Oh, this is Uncle George. Peace and love. Uncle George in the building. What's up, George? What's... Hey, well, we got two uncles around here. We got Uncle George and Uncle Ro in the building. So, yeah, Uncle Ro.
Wait, repeat the question.
He said got something to pass in Kasha.
Yeah, that was that's one of our good friends, Kasha. She's on the show right now. Her father passed.
Yeah. Yeah, understood. No, we get that right there. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes. Thank you so much. Yes.
And I just really want to share with y'all before I get off. All bullies that I had fear of coming up, I found a way to deal with them.
What's the secret? What's the secret?
The secret is when you get a bully, the first thing you need to do is tuck in your fear and hit that bully head on. And I promise you, you will fall back. Because the bully wants someone that got a soft spot. If you hard, he can't do nothing with you.
That's key.
Because you're more man than him. He wants you on his team because you're a tough guy. But if he find out you got a soft spot, he's going to reel it in till you believe it.
Okay.
So the best thing you can do is hit a bully head on. Don't run from him. Don't let him see a soft spot. If he spot that in you, you're going to use that against you. I promise you.
Wow. You got anything to say? You want to say something to that?
We're not promoting violence. Yeah. Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, and again, yeah.
I'm around Manhattan. I've seen bully people in Manhattan. They remind me of what's the boy's name back in the days that used to wear the red hat.
Oh, you talking about the oh man, you talking about the hell? You talking about you talking about the guys that used to protect people?
Yeah, but they wasn't really
I got that. I see.
They was bullies.
Well, wait, hold on. What they was the guardian angels.
Guardian
Yeah.
angels. Man. They would walk down 42nd Street.
Uh huh.
And if you get out there waiting, they would knock you on the ground and hope you say something. And I was like, yo, who picked these dudes to protect us?
Yeah, well, they took on their own thing. New York City at that time was it was a slum.
Just an example to go, man. That
Mm-hmm.
everywhere, but there are ways to get around them. God knows it is.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Some people just need prayer,
Well, shout out to some of the young ladies in the building tonight who talked about the bullies. I want to send a big shout out to your girl, Sharia, who said that the bullies, she used to, and she found a way to get stronger and deal with them head on or whatever the case may be. Also, Vet Pooh Bear said that some of the bullies used to deal with her and treat her a certain way, and some of them to this day. And I asked the question now, because now we are dealing in a sensitive time. It's a sensitive time where, you can't be truthful, you can't be real, you can't even joke anymore without all these different groups, the Me Too and this and that, and all kind of people taking things personal. It's not the way it used to be back in the days. And one of the things I said, that there's a big possibility that some of the big comedians out there, like Eddie Murphy and, just some of the greats, they can't be as raw and as good as they could be because they can't say the things that they want to say and be as raw as they want to be. And I think that's unfortunate. But let me ask you, with that being said, what do you think has happened in society, or when did that change take place? And why is that necessary, or is it something that should just, it's a wrongdoing to society, and it shouldn't be that way today? What say you?
You still here, Unc?
Yeah, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I don't want time for lying.
Oh my
I mean, quickly.
I don't want to be no bully and take up the whole line.
Well, here's the.
It's time to get their word in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. 347-595-0279. But a quick 10 seconds. What do you think is going on in society where people can't, be themselves and say the things that they need to say or want to say without everybody being so sensitive?
You want me to comment on that?
Yeah, that's a question. That's a question.
Okay, I feel like this. I feel that you gotta, if I'm speaking something that I feel is actually from my heart,
Mm-hmm.
there's a what's it called? There's a constitutional right of freedom of speech, and whether someone can't digest what I say, I have a right to say what I want to say. And sometimes we do it in a joker manner, but as long as we express it and get it out, if it ain't for you, if it don't apply, let it fly, and that's the true saying, you're not going to agree with everything someone says, and then there's a lot of things you're going to agree with.
Mm-hmm.
So just make room for some things that you can't digest, let it fly, and the things that you can digest, let it fly.
Okay, there it is. Uncle George, listen, we're going to hold you. We're going to hold you.
I gotta go.
Yeah, hey, are you enjoying the Afrobeat mix tonight? Are you enjoying the mix tonight?
Yeah, man, I'm enjoying the mix, man. I like it, but I want you to go back.
I'm gonna take it back. If you hang around, yeah. Well, he said house music. All right. Well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play a little bit of that, because it seemed like the family was in the building. They was kind of feeling that little vibe there, and then I'm gonna take y'all back.
But Judah was raised on Sandy and Graham and Little.
That's an oxymoron right there, brother. Yeah, that's like.
He knows. We've had our sound clashes on. He knows.
Hey, look, George, that's like two tall midgets and shit. That's an oxymoron, man. Right.
Y'all are a
Man,
mess.
no, if it's your boy Sean G. Right. Little boosted, man.
I love you. I always enjoy y'all, man.
Hey, peace, brother.
Much love to my niece.
Thank
I
you.
love y'all.
We love you.
Love you too, brother.
I gotta get up in the morning, man. I will chat with y'all one night. We're gonna talk all night.
There you go. That's how we like to do it around here. Yeah, we're going.
On y'all show is where I'm gonna find my wife. She gonna text me.
Listen, ladies out there. Ladies. Absolutely. Listen, and it can happen on the main office. You never know.
Look, he's looking for a love connection. I guess we're gonna be the new love connection show. Yeah.
The dating service is not working.
The apps.
The women come on there telling lies. They talk about they're 36, 35.
Hey, well, look, you ain't looking for all that. You looking for a good woman. You ain't looking for all that. You want a good woman.
about you look like down the road. They come to find out you look like a road.
So what you said? You can't talk about you look like Janet Jackson, you look like Freddie Jackson. Is that what you trying to say? It's so good. Hey, love to my brother, man. Hey, peace and love to you.
Yes.
Julie, I'm praying for you.
Thank you.
I love you, Peace. I was laughing about the fun we had together over the years.
Oh, yes.
That's what life is all about.
You're right about that, Unc. I love you. You know you're one of my favorite uncles. Probably my favorite uncle.
I just ain't got in the car and go to the lady and have a heart attack at the same time.
Well, we don't want
listen,
you to do that.
Listen, before you go, look, we got 60 seconds. Before you go, George, you got 60 seconds. Drop it. Give us one of those, what do you call that? One of those Isley Brother lines. 60 seconds. Come on. Uh-oh.
Whoa!
Oh, man. That's what I'm talking about. Bro, that sounds real good, man. Hey.
Yes. Yes,
Oh,
he is.
man.
He most certainly is.
That's what's up. Yeah. You did tell us. There you go. George, man, thank you for calling in, brother. We appreciate you, man.
We praying for you. Yes, we praying for you. I love you, Unc. I miss you greatly.
All right.
You're welcome. Love you too.
Peace,
Good
my
night.
brother.
Oh man,
that's
funny.
Uncle George, y'all.
Oh.
Now, what Ryan talking about, the music ain't coming through. Check the sound. I'll put it on pause.
Oh man, that's Uncle George, y'all.
I don't know. Must have been before that.
Now, what Ryan talking about, the music ain't coming through. Check the sound. I'll put it on pause. I didn't hear that.
Oh man, that's Uncle George, y'all.
I don't know. Must have been before that.
Mic check, 1, 2, 3. So how is it hearing that? Hang on. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Is this something else plugged in here?
I told you. Hey, that's why George said.
Hang on.
That's why George said.
Hang on, oh, you can hear everything. What's going on? Wait, hang on, y'all. Hang on, y'all. Well, hang on. Main office, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hold on, y'all. Listen, we behind the scenes and we can hear everything you talking about behind here, y'all. Hold on, something is not right in the main office, y'all. Y'all been with us, and I think it's this other camera over here picking up our audio. Y'all hold on 1 second, y'all. We're gonna keep rocking out tonight, but we got audio. We supposed to be behind the scene talking in the building, and we getting audio coming out of somewhere. I don't know where it's coming from, but you guys hearing everything. We might be like, look, man, we getting the hell out of here tonight. You guys are, or whatever. So let's go ahead and test that out. Microphone check 1, 2, 1, 2. How is the audio sounding in the building for the family that's tuned in? How is the audio sound? Shout out to your boy Ryan who said there's something going on with the audio. All right, so let's go ahead and check that out.
Microphone check 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah, it's not coming through. It sounds really choppy. Okay. All right. So here's what's happening, y'all. Y'all hang on and bear with us for one moment here. We are not getting a full sound. Hang on. We are not getting a full sound in the building. And, shout out to Ryan because Ryan is a music guy. He said, listen, man, the audio is not sounding right. It's not coming through the mixer. And peace and love to Ryan, who let us know that. All right, but bear with us for a second, y'all. Let's get this situated. Hold on. It gotta be this camera. I mean this camera here. This for a second. I just want to check the sounds in the building tonight, y'all. Hang on and bear with us for 1 second and make sure that we are sounding good coming through the system. Okay, there we go. All right, so is that better, y'all? And hold on 1 second. Hold on, let me get something here. Hold on. Is that a little bit better? Alright, family, let's rock out. Let's get a party, y'all. It sounded a little bit. It's sounding the way it's supposed to sound right now. Peace and love, and thank you to Ryan for letting us know that. Yes. And main office family, when y'all rocking out with us, right, and you hear something that don't sound like you usually hear it in the building, please let us know. Please let us know about any sound issues. If it sound different, don't sound right. Excuse me, let us know, right? And also, if any spelling is incorrect on the screen, any spelling is incorrect on the screen. Hang on, let's come on the screen with you guys for a second. All right, Pharrell. Hey, what's up? Gene is in the building. Gene, hey, Gene. We haven't seen you in a minute. Hey, girl. Okay, we back on the screen. Listen, if you guys hear the audio and it's not sounding the way that it's supposed to sound, for any reason it don't sound normal, let us know. Let's send a big shout out to Ryan for letting us know, because we had no idea it was sounding that way. What happened was I actually had another camera hooked up. I've been playing around with different camera views because we're gonna start showing the camera from up here, showing the camera over there, as well as the main camera right here. And so I didn't unhook that camera, and it's been picking up the sound in the room, so that kind of threw me off. All right, peace and love to your girl Jean Green. We haven't seen Jean in the building in a minute. And listen, guys, let's get a shit video. It's Thursday night. It is the new Friday. Well, it is Friday. It's like 40 is the new 30 and all that old pizza's the new tomato. yeah, whatever. But yeah, guys. So let us know if the spelling on the screen is different. It's not correct. Let us know. If the audio is sounding a little bad, let us know. And if it's anything different that you guys hear while we doing what we do, let us know. All right. Good night, family. Peace and love to Kathy is up out of here. Not feeling good tonight. In a lot of pain. All right. Definitely,
praying
Kathy.
that she feels better. We hope you feel better.
You gotta hit up, Kathy. You gotta hit up.
Yeah. Oh, I talked to Kathy.
Peace and love to Sherette says singing like that. Shit. look. It might be something. It might be a little something. I want to call in, Sherette. Call in. Come chop it up with us. Let me know when I can. I got something to say. Call in 347-595-0279. Call up Sherette. All right, phone lines is open. Listen, it's a Thursday night. Usually we come up in here, we are in topic mode, we serious, or we calm. But tonight we're a little loose, we're a little fun, and it's about having a little fun tonight, and getting ready for the weekend. I know you guys have been working pretty hard and dealing with a lot of different things. and just handling your everyday things in life, and it's totally understandable, and all that good stuff, right? 347-595-0279. You want to call up and say what's up. You want to call up and talk about the topic as far as bullying and all that kind of stuff. Let us know.
Gene say I'm a man.
Oh, Gene, you a man. What Gene is that? Gene Green. Oh yeah, Gene Green.
We're sorry about that, Gene.
You know what's funny? We'll talk about that, Gene. Parlay, we'll talk about that. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this Sharia.
Sharia, what up, lady? Listen, it could be Judea. I call it Judea. It could be Sharia. I call you Sharia. Let's go.
Well, happy birthday. That's
Thank
what I wanted
you.
to say first.
Right.
Oh, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
You're welcome. Yeah, so we were talking about the bullying thing, right?
Yes.
So this is what I wanted to say. I believe a lot of it starts with social media because they trying to protect the children. And what I mean by that is when we were younger, when something embarrassing happened, it stayed where it was at school, a rumor, and then it dies down.
Right.
Now everything is being recorded and they being tortured longer than we were. So it's a whole different movement. And when people say, "Oh, these kids are built different, they weaker," they're not weaker. It's different. It's just different.
That makes
what
sense.
they're going through is a totally something foreign that we cannot relate to.
So, in other words, what you're saying, if something happens that something embarrassing and it actually take place online, there's no way to get rid of it.
Right, unless you have money and you could pay somebody to take it down, but most people don't have money.
Wow. You know what? I didn't even think about that. That's an amazing perspective because going through the different ways and how people feel about certain things and this time versus that time. And like you said, when we were coming up, we just dealt with it and people just kind of forgot about it. Oh, remember that guy played him, and maybe about a week or 2 or 3, it's over with,
Right.
amongst the masses. But you saying now with social media, if something like that was to happen, you get embarrassed, somebody talked about you and it really hurt you, your fear of that lingering on for a while is extremely significant.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I still see videos from 10 years ago popping up on our timeline.
That's crazy.
That kids got beat up in school. Like, can you imagine you got beat up and jumped and recorded and it's still playing on social media 10 years later?
Yeah, that's awful. That is awful. And then if it goes on, what is it when they hit the share button and it goes viral?
Oh, viral. Yeah.
So it gets millions of views.
Yeah.
I think that was the main initial. I think that was the initial intent, was to protect the children. But I think things have gotten out of hand.
Very
if you
much.
ask me.
Well,
But I think that was the main intent, was to protect the children.
well, and that's a great point that you raised as far as the share button, the things lingering on, things popping up and not going away. That's a whole different thing. Like, we don't even understand that. Right?
I mean, I don't, that's why suicide rate are high. I had a cousin that took his life at the age of 8. I want to say 8 or 9. I wasn't close to him. He was like on the other side of my family, but yeah, he was really young and he killed himself at that young of age.
I mean, when you say really young, how old was he?
Like 10, no more than 10 years old.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh.
Man,
Yeah, and so with Kasha talking about that, now what do you think about, because you were talking about the whistleblower for Facebook the other day, so what do you think about that too?
Well,
with Kasha bringing this up,
that's a great point. I don't know if Kasha brought that up, but we were talking about the whistleblower the other day, and I was saying that the whistleblower was saying that Instagram is the cause. Well, the fact that Facebook has done a lot of different things, they were saying that Facebook is responsible for Instagram causing a lot of young girls to just be depressed, being a lot of anxiety attacks and just sadness, loneliness, and it's really harming the young girls. Instagram, and that's what the whistleblower was saying. And I was saying, well, I don't really believe that. I mean, how can she just say that?
because
I don't believe it's just Instagram. I
Right.
think it's just the society, and society has always been like that.
Right.
Especially on women. So I think social media it plateaued. It's even worse now.
it just
So,
magnifies it. It makes
it just magnifies it. It's worse now. So, just being, I can't even say being a woman, just being somebody with any type of insecurity, it heightens the anxiety.
Well, let me just deal with that, because one of the things that I kind of touched on in regards to what the whistleblower was saying with Facebook, and we know that she came out and then the next day Facebook went down for 5 hours and all that kind of stuff. I really didn't buy that, because I said, listen, there's always been tough times in history of time. I mean, if you want to go back to the early, the roaring 20s, this before anybody was born. We talking about these people are gone and been long gone, right? So you had, the Great Depression, you had the 40s, you had the 50s, you had the 60s, you had the 70s, the 80s. We talking decades and decades of serious hard times and significant things that were going on in those eras. And people got through those things. So I kind of was on that angle, like, come on, I think you're reaching a little bit, because
I just think that there's no turning back. What I mean is as time goes, things change and evolves, and as it changes and evolves, everything gets adjusted. There are new laws that gets taken place every time there's something else that happens. There's always a cause and effect. So for everything that happens, it has to be something else that has to be put behind it to protect the weak. And that's what continuously happens. As things evolve, they have to reevaluate things to protect people that are vulnerable. So I think, as time changes, it's just everything is going to change. This is like, how can I put it? Like every 100 years or so, it's like a new big disease or something that's going to wipe out a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's everything evolves, everything changes, and as things changes, what they call, like they trying to say, the new world, the new world order.
Right.
Yeah. So
Right.
I mean, it is what it is. People got to understand that everything is not going to stay the same. Eventually, something is going to happen that's going to change the masses.
Right.
Right. Now,
Either we adjust,
or we just fall,
or we fighting for whatever it is that we believe in, and that's
Right.
just how time has been, and that's how it's going to continue. It's going to happen again years later. It's going to happen again 100 years later, or whenever humanity ends. I mean, that's just what it is. It's part of nature.
It's part of human nature. But let me ask you a question. I mean, listen, you know that thing they call tough skin. Tough skin. You mean to tell me we done took our layers off? Because I don't give a damn what you say, what you do. This tough skin remains. You mean to tell me tough skin is... You done wash tough skin off?
Can't watch this. Can't watch.
Has tough skin... And I'm going to hit you a little different. Has tough skin been washed away with the new generation?
I don't think so.
Or with social media?
I don't think so. I think it's a lot of people out here who have tough skin. I think the way social media has made things, it make us
exposes
use what is it called? A magnifying glass on the few, and they blow it up. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel. Right.
I mean, but you can fight back too. You ain't got to take that.
Right.
You got. I mean, and I get what you're saying, and it is correct. You bought a very you actually bought a different way of looking at it, because I never thought about it that way. By saying that social media, the fact that people could share things. And the fact that it can keep going and keep going and keep going. It's like the Energizer Bunny. It never stops. It keeps going. So I do understand that.
I done had talking to people all the time, because I work for the public.
Right.
I even talk to college students and stuff a lot too. I just talk about different things, and one things they do tell me, like I had one particular one, young lady tell me that something happened to her before years ago, years and years ago, and to this day, it still be brought up.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, because when you're faced when you go viral, right? It's just like a music video, a
It just ain't going
movie,
nowhere.
or anything. They're gonna recognize you, right?
Right.
So they're like, "Oh, you that girl who da da da." You may not know them from.
Right.
Never seen them in your life.
Oh,
You know how embarrassing that is.
Oh, your
Very,
your name is Twerk Work.
I mean, that is super embarrassing.
It is very embarrassing.
Oh man,
It
is.
It's embarrassing.
But here's the thing, and I'm not gonna beat the horse too much. But Sharia, check this out. You know, that is true. What you're saying is very true. But what about that person putting something out there that puts them in a position where something like that can be shared? You know, because they talk about Facebook and this, that, and it's dangerous.
I mean, and people got to think about it like this too. It's so many different avenues of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not just being bullied. You can just be targeted, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Something can be made up about you. Something can. I mean, it's like so many different ways we can look at it.
Yeah, yeah.
Somebody's whole reputation could have been ruined, and they can't even get that back.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I
Well,
agree
look.
with her.
Well,
on
what
this.
is and I thank you for bringing this perspective in the building tonight. And she was on it. She said, "What about bullying?" Because we wasn't even on that level tonight. We was just rocking out. And so, what do you think is the solution, or what can be done in this time to actually kind of curtail some of that what's going on as far as social media? Or is it this thing is so big that it ain't no turning it back? This monster is out.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's no turning back. Once that social media stuff was made,
That's it.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I just feel like everybody better just hope you're not being recorded
Right.
at your most vulnerable moment. I'm serious.
I mean, look. Do you have a what's the thing called? The what's the little thing on the speaker? The Amazon thing. Alexa. You have Alexa?
No. Mm-mm.
You don't trust
Nope.
Alexa?
Nope. Nope.
Yeah, Alexa's always listening.
My friends call me old. Like my friends call me old school. They be like, "Sharia, you're not on anything." I was like, "I don't want to be on anything."
Right.
They was like, "All you got is Facebook and Instagram." They was like, "You old." They were like, "You ain't got Snapchat." You don't have. I'm like, "What?" I mean, I don't want to be bothered with it. I'm good.
Right.
Understood.
These young folks, they go to all these different platforms. They gotta, I don't know. I'm just Facebook and YouTube. That's it. I had an Instagram account. I'm wondering how I could remove it. I haven't accessed it in so long. In a very, very long time, and I don't even use it. Like, what's the point? To me, I'm just Facebook and YouTube. That's it. So I kind of agree with you. I'm old school like that. I mean,
and that's what I meant too when I said, okay, let me go back when I said 1990, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So when I said anybody born after 1990, what I mean by that, I'm born in 84.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. So my sisters, my middle sister, she's born in 87. Mm-hmm. My youngest sister, she's born in 89. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. My sister that's born in 1989, she thinks totally different. I ain't gonna say totally different, but she thinks a lot different from me and my middle sister when it comes to certain topics.
And that's very important right there, and I want to touch that real quick.
When we talk about just the way of thinking when it comes to like the homosexuality, the whole rights movement,
right.
like the whole. I think
are they with it?
It doesn't mean that they wrong. There's no wrong or right. It's just opinions,
right.
They train a thought. Yeah.
Right. It kind of. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to cut you, but it kind of make you look at it like, well, damn. I'm trying to get through to them with the way I see it.
Yeah, but. And it's like you can't because they were brought up different. They seem different.
That is very interesting.
Yeah, it's the timing is just different. Just like I was saying, when I was in I want to say my junior year, it's probably when I used a cell phone for the first time. And you think about them that was born in 1990, they had cell phones like the whole time. They was probably as soon as they got in high school,
Yeah.
like the 80 babies, we're like the last of the Mohicans. What they call it. Yeah, like, you know, we was there with Tupac, Biggie. We was there with all of that. Anybody after that is like, they don't know nothing. They don't know anything. Like, I was there with Big Daddy Kane, Biz Markie, Dougie Fresh. I was there, you know what I'm saying? I grew up with that. Anybody born after 1990, they like, what is that? Who is this? You know, they not really,
into what we were into, you know, in our time. So,
well, main office, your boy Sean G, Sheree on the line. Anything you want to say in closing? Peace and love. As a matter of fact, we haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you.
Yeah,
it's been a minute since you've been in the building.
I know. I've been so busy, you know, with the pandemic.
Yes.
And you know, like I was saying, I worked for, you know.
Yeah, I know.
You know, and it be with helping a lot of people and stuff. It's just been really draining. So
yes, I get it.
Yeah,
I understand completely.
Well, thank you for calling in and touching in on this topic, man. Were you enjoying the Afro beat? Are you familiar with the Afro beat sound?
No.
Well, look, you know, we bringing it to the people now. For all of those out there who don't know, they're like, what is that? That sounds pretty good. All right. Well, thank you for calling in, Sharia, man. We appreciate you. And good to see you in the building tonight.
All right. Y'all have a good night. And again, happy birthday, hon.
Thank you so much.
Thank
and you too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That's your girl, Sharia, on the check-in. 5 special later, Dave Chappelle still doesn't get it. According to celebrity sources out there, at this point, Dave Chappelle is considered the greatest comedian of all time by many facts he refers to in a new Netflix special. All right. And so this is one of the big things that people are talking about, Dave Chappelle. And I don't know, have you heard about the story? Because it's something that he have said about something. I know he was talking about the baby. He went in about the LGBTQIA plus community. And people are really going in on your boy Dave Chappelle. Right. Now, have you heard anything about this story, honey?
No, I haven't heard anything about this story, but I mean, I do have an unrelated question to the topic you just brought up, but it's still, you know, involving, you know, what we're talking about. What does the IA stand for in LGBTQIA? That's
somebody drop a comment below. LGBTQIA.
Anybody know what the IA mean?
What that stands for? We in here. We talking about Dave Chappelle. Shout out to your girl Sharia who brought it up tonight in regards to the Dave Chappelle. Now, Dave Chappelle has been talking about the little baby. He's I guess he's doing what they call he's putting on his marketing stunts. Right? He's saying things that's going to get people talking. He's putting it out there. One person commented and said something that the LGBTQ.
No, what he's doing is I'm guessing he's just speaking his mind in a jokingly manner, and you know people are taking it
the wrong way.
But I mean, just if you don't like what he's saying, then why go listen?
Well, you know what? That's one of the things that people, you know, you hear that a lot. If you don't like what we're saying, just don't listen. But, you know, people are not trying to hear that no more. That's not an excuse you know, something that you can say that you can get away with these days. You know, if you don't like what I'm saying, just don't listen. It goes a little bit further than that. And I think one of the things that Sharia said that will pretty much stick on my mind because it wasn't something that I've thought of. Even though I noticed it should be common sense, I didn't put it in that way. Like we haven't thought about it in the way of, you know, the fact that it's being magnified, it's being shared over and over again.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when I say that, you know, when people make that comment, well, if you don't like what I'm saying, just don't listen. You just can't say that no more and get away with it. What's your thought?
Well, if you can't say anything that you want to say and get away with it, then why is there such thing as a constitution? Are we just going to void that and start over?
Yeah.
Because this is something that's been standing since the start of our nation. So Why is it all of a sudden changing now? That's my question.
Yeah, good question. 347-595-0279. Main office, we're talking a little bit about your boy Dave Chappelle and what are the effects of bullying. If you have ever felt the effects of being bullied or being the protector of people who have been bullied, we'd like to hear from you tonight. Let us know. And also, is free speech a thing of the past? Has everything went out the window with the new era, the new things, the new way of doing things? Social media, things being magnified, and the fact that is social media so powerful that you have to be this way to kind of slow down what can possibly be an out of control society in so many different areas, because you are allowed to influence in such a bigger way than you were before, if that makes sense. So those are the questions we want to ask in the building tonight. Main office, your boy Sean G, the beautiful Judea. All right, we got a birthday coming up tomorrow, and I don't know. I wanted to share a couple places that I think we should attend. I'll keep it personal. Maybe I'll post up a couple things here and there, but you know how I like to do it. When we come on here, we like to show some things.
Like what kind of things?
Oh, okay, you're gonna be what kind of things? That's not. Come on, don't make me step out.
Okay.
On the scene here.
All
right. Main office, your boy Sean G, the beautiful Judea. Good to see everybody in the building tonight. Let's go back to the comment section real quick. Shout out to your girl Sharice. I don't know if Sharice was in here for a second.
Hey.
Let me go ahead and refresh that. And we're talking a little bit about your boy Dave Chappelle. All right, for those of you who know, and if you just come up in the building, go ahead and smash that love button or hit the like button right now. Sharia said they're gonna keep adding letters. Kasha also say A for asexual. Okay.
Well, I don't know what asexual. She said.
Asexual is a lack of sexual attraction to others, or a low interest in sexual activity. Some people consider asexuality to be their sexual orientation, and others describe it as an absence of sexual orientation.
Wow, you just educated me on something, because I absolutely did not know.
Well, what does all that mean?
I have no idea.
I mean, you just read this thing here. I mean, what does all that mean? All right, main office, your boy Sean G. Somebody call up and tell us what does all that mean. Sharia dropped it down, and I'm reading it. I should be able to understand it, because it's all new stuff to a lot of people. We just don't know. All right, and if you're in the building tonight, you want to school us on what does all that mean, go ahead and call up or drop a comment below and let us know what all of this means. All right, and all that good stuff.
That's interesting. That is interesting. I mean, what's next? Like, I didn't know it had extra letters to the first set.
Right. I mean,
like what?
People. Everybody else know everything. We don't know anything. We are under a rock right now.
I'm guessing we are. My. What's going on with this NBA thing? I want to know about that.
Well, according to sources out there, the NBA it's going down with some of the players in the NBA right now. There's top stories out there going on with your boy Big Baby Davis and a whole bunch of NBA players who have been charged in a $4 million insurance fraud scheme. Right, 18 former NBA players. Now, when you hear the thing former NBA player, you want to know who these people are. According to sources out there, 18 former National Basketball Association players have been indicted on charges they participated in conspiracy to defraud an NBA healthcare plan. Nearly $4 million, federal authorities said Thursday. The scheme lasted from at least 2007 through last year. It involved submission of fraudulent claims for reimbursement of medical and dental services that had not actually been provided. according to a federal indictment unsealed in Manhattan. For the most part, the 18 players charged in the scheme played in the NBA in the late 90s and early 2000s. Two of the most notable Ronald Glenn Big Baby Davis, Tony Allen, both whom played on the Boston Celtics team. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Big Baby Davis. Excuse me. Also, Allen, now 39, was the league best defensive player during his career and is scheduled to have his number retired by the Memphis Grizzlies. I don't know who the hell is an Allen, by the way, 7 seasons ago next year. Other charges included promising prospects whose career did not reach the heights, as some of those guys mentioned, like Darius Miles and Sebastian Telfair. Now, Sebastian Telfair was a young player. I don't know if you're familiar with Stephon Marbury. Stephon Marbury was a good basketball player. He played for the Knicks. Back in the day, Stephon Marbury, somebody who went to China, put out a lot of sneakers, affordable sneakers for the neighborhood out of Coney Island, Brooklyn. And I believe that this Telfair kid is related to him. Telfair was actually one of the high school players who came out of high school and went straight to the NBA. Really talented brother. Got into all kind of trouble while he was in the NBA. A few gun charges, and I believe he had an arrest for 4 firearms type of thing. So he got caught up, and so it's just one of those things, right? That's out there. You want to talk about that? Anything you want to say? And one of the comments about some of these players, have you heard of any of these players? Also, there was another guy who was reported the Kobe stopper was caught up in this sting or this ring. He hit a memorable buzzer beater against the Nets and Ruben Patterson, who was said perhaps to be called the Kobe stopper. All right. I don't know who this guy is. Really never heard of him. Big Baby Davis, Glenn Davis was somebody who I watched play in college. Also, Telfair was somebody I watched play. Never played in college ball, went straight from high school to the big leagues. And also, I believe is someone that's related to Stephon Marbury. All right. And he graced the magazine with Stephon Marbury. He was a great prospect. He played for the Portland Trail Blazers. All right, so that's what it is as far as news. Some of the comments that came out, Tanisha Larson said, why though? They're making millions. Why do they have to still try to cheat? I also said, somebody said they should take a knee. All that press money and white privilege. Oh, wait. Somebody also said that you can take the basketball player out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the basketball player. What say you?
Now, see, I was just interested in what happened. Like, what did they do to create this madness? When did it happen?
Yeah. Well,
go back up.
According to this article right here, it must have took place sometime 2017. They was looking into this whole thing right here in 2017. Through last year's involved the submission of the reimbursement. So, they had a little hustle going on. I don't think. So
what you think they did with the money? Get their entire mouth fixed, like
they was flossing.
The whole mouth, like every tooth pulled and replaced.
They was flossing. They was flossing. They probably was,
but
because think about it.
To a basketball player. I mean, that's like what, $20,000 to get your whole mouth done. So why, go what?
I mean, I don't know if they was getting their mouth done. I doubt if they were just getting their mouth done. I mean, think about it. Someone came up with some type of scheme, that was working. So, we talking about basketball players who got hurt. We talking about no-name basketball players who felt like they should have got a better, bigger chance at being a star.
Oh, so they was just doing their due diligence to get back for what they didn't get.
Right. I mean, and then we also talking about, guys who could have been, big stars in the league, but they actually they got in trouble, during a career. So, It's just one of those things.
Alrighty then.
By the way, also your boy Michael Jordan, the great Michael Jordan, is in the news as well for tipping off a waitress. He tipped the waitress $5. Mike is a wow
man.
He tipped the waitress $5. In this story, got a couple people up and raw about it.
$5?
$5, yeah. Bringing his drink, but he was with your boy Wayne Gretzky, the great hockey player, and
so Wayne Gretzky took it and he tipped her 100.
Right.
That is
how we tip in Las Vegas.
Wow.
So, you know,
wow.
MJ. But I heard stories about MJ. MJ, one of the greatest players of all time. I don't have to tell y'all that.
It's awful to be that stingy.
One of my favorite players of all time. But it's just amazing to see that MJ is still like one of those guys who, I don't know, like he just don't give a damn. He don't care about the working man and woman that's out there, trying to do what they need to do to make ends meet. So,
well, they say money change people. So,
well, maybe he feel like, look, I'm not changed. I'm just not giving you more than $5. Maybe her service wasn't up to par.
I don't know, because I've had my times where I've been in a restaurant and I've received terrible services, and I told you, I was like, I'm not tipping.
Right.
Because
that could have happened.
The service was completely terrible. But for someone to come behind him and tip her 100, then that says a lot about, that tip. But in our case, we had terrible service, like extremely terrible service, where we had to wait a very long time to even order drinks. A very long time and when we did order, we pretty much got the menu when we got our drinks. Then we had to wait after a second order of drinks for our food. I mean, it was just really a very terrible experience. And I think the waiter that we had just really wasn't focused on us or trying to give us that attention that we needed, and what we were looking for. Because I'm gonna tell you, we love to tip. When we go to restaurants, we tip, and we tip nice.
Yeah, I mean, look,
I just expect great service.
Yeah, and I think it's, I don't think no one is exempt from that. I think if you go to a restaurant and you get terrible service, you got this person that's just not paying you any attention, just don't give a damn, just act in a certain way. So then I guess you'd be like, okay, all right, well, I'll let you know how I feel about your service when it comes time to pay the bill. And I may just, put a penny on the table, something like that. Because I've seen people do that.
And then there's times that I would still give something, even though I was mad.
Maybe
would still
$1.
Give something.
Maybe $2.
But I think I'm not going to say anything else about what I think.
All right. It is what it is.
Experience.
Shout out to your girl Sharia said, yeah, she heard that Michael Jordan is an asshole. And yeah, a lot of people do say that Mike is he's a real cocky, type of person. So also Sharia said, I tip good too. If it's not good service, I tip the regular average tip. And yeah, that's one of those things. One of the questions we want to ask in the building, if you go to a restaurant and the service is not so great, do you tip? Do you tip at all? Or do you just say, you know what, since you treated me in such a way, you ignored me, you had me feeling, not being served correctly, I'm not going to tip you. I'm going to pay you back on what I tip you. Or do you just say, you know what, everybody who's working deserve to at least get $1, maybe $2, maybe $3? Or do you just tip everybody, based on, the amount that you spend at the restaurant? All right, the gratuity. All right,
yeah.
Interesting to see what you guys think.
Very interesting, because if you're going to be tipping people like that at a restaurant, they might be buying your shoes, your clothes. I'm talking about Michael Jordan.
Right.
And you tip $5, you are ungrateful.
Right. Okay.
You
Michael
are
Jordan.
ungrateful.
Okay.
You ungrateful.
Well, what if he was to just order some food that he want, and it's a big plate, and he say, you know what, I just want to eat a piece of chicken out of it, a couple pieces of meat, and don't eat nothing else.
When you have billions of
selfish?
dollars, I wouldn't. You should just be giving money away. Because what are you gonna do with all this money? You can't take it with you when you leave this earth.
Well,
You should be giving this away.
That's true.
Somebody might need it more than you do. You got plenty to give.
That's true. Main office, your boy Sean G, the beautiful Judea. All right, and Thursday night, I'm having a lot of fun in here. We've been in here almost 2 hours, chopping up some good game with the family. Peace and love, and to your girl Kasha. Also want to send condolences out to Kasha and the family. All right, and all that good stuff. Hit us up, Kasha. All right.
Sherelle say she heard great things about Shaq. I respect him.
Who? Shaquille O'Neal? Yeah.
I respect him. And he's from Louisiana. He's from my home state. Yeah.
Shaq.
But yeah, I respect him. I really do. Yeah. Because he got a heart. He got a heart. And he didn't let the money go to his head. He still treat people with dignity and respect, and not based on your financial status. Uh-oh, who is that?
Absolutely. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, it's Kasha.
Kasha.
Hey.
How are you doing, Kasha?
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
We miss you, girl.
Yeah,
I know. It's been hectic.
I know. Yeah.
And you have our deepest sympathy and our condolences. We love you.
Thank you.
And we're so glad you called.
I wanted to make a comment about the Dave Chappelle. I don't even know what happened or what he said, but I know he's been under fire before for mentioning certain, I guess, topics or certain types of people.
Yeah.
But I want to say, even someone said back in the day, you roll with it. Everyone has been made fun of.
Sure. Everybody.
So,
everybody.
You, whether you're fat, you're short, you're Asian, you're everybody has been taking the hit. So these same people who are feeling offended, they've laughed at every single joke. You have to take it full circle.
Right.
When it comes back to you, you have to roll with the punches like the rest of us do.
Good point.
And stop taking it personally.
Good point. Hey.
Yeah, because otherwise, comedy is done.
Right.
It's done. What else is there to talk about?
Right.
You talk about people. You talk about situations. So
what? I mean,
think it gets out of hand.
Yeah. So it just got out of hand, which is true. I mean, one of the callers called in tonight. Peace and love to your girl Sherelle, who said that. It's just being magnified now, and this is the reason why it's a lot more, it's a little bit more dangerous in the time that we live in with what's going on. What do you say on why people are so sensitive today? I mean, what's your perspective on that?
I do agree that it is a bit more sensitive because everything is recorded now. We didn't have that back in our day, back in school. There was no recording. It was just he said, she said.
Right. And if you seen the fight, you talked about it, and that was it.
Exactly. So now I think stuff gets recorded for the sole purpose of embarrassing people. You even have parents doing it. So, kids are not that strong.
Right. Not this generation.
Yeah,
not this
not at
generation.
all.
Not this generation. But I mean, I don't even know how to even combat it at this point. How do you combat, people being so sensitive with information? How do you with information?
I mean, as far as kids are involved, the bullying does need to stop.
Well, yes.
But as far as adults having comedy, if you laugh at the 9 out of 10 and you're number 10, you need to keep laughing.
Keep laughing.
Or just,
Right. Don't take it personal.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know what? So at this point, with the comedians and stuff like that, are they trying to silence them, on the vaccine type situation? Are they trying to silence them with that?
I think a lot of celebrities, especially ones with a lot of pull and ones who have that um the awakened conscious mind,
Mm-hmm.
I think they are being silenced. And the crazy thing is, on the other end, all of these celebrities that were doing videos taking the vaccine, I'm like, please, that's B12. Don't be trying to fool us. We know damn well they ain't nothing but some B12 in that syringe. Like,
Right, right.
so I think they are being silenced. I think a lot of people are being silenced. But I mean, hopefully, those who are not under contract
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
can continue to like speak their mind and speak the
Mm-hmm.
truth and speak what they know to continue to educate their community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's all about too. It's just educating yourself. I really feel like it should be a personal decision. Um,
Yeah.
with all the mandates, I'm just not feeling it because I feel like, it's like you're trying to take away a lot of our protected constitutional rights. So I'm really not
Mhm.
feeling it, and it's like it's tearing our country apart. We've already dealt with or dealing with racism and all of the kind
Which is
of
never going to
things
go away,
that's not going to go
sadly.
away, and this right here is like the ultimate tear. It's like now it's whether you can, you know do anything, breathe fresh air. At this point, it's like if
Mhm.
it's vaccinated and unvaccinated. If you don't have the vaccine, then you shouldn't be living. I mean, I don't
Which is
know,
crazy.
and that's how I'm taking it, and I don't think that that's right because, I feel like God gave us life. The Father gave us life. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it should be at this point. God and religion, that's a business too. And I
Hmm.
don't know how politics gets added up into that, but it's
I
either way,
know,
it's a lose-lose.
right?
Well, we were, and it's crazy because there's also a story out there of a unvaccinated Colorado woman who was denied a kidney transplant
Oh, wow.
because of that.
Hmm.
So I mean, it's getting bad. Now, here's the deal, because I talk to a lot of people who who are very knowledgeable in the political realm of things, who actually work for the government and who are Democrats, and I think that's important to say because it is, Democrats, Republicans may have a different view on different things that's going on, and what he was saying was all of this is crap. Don't listen to nothing you
Mhm.
saying. All of this is just political media hype. Everything that's being blown up and magnified and pushed out there, that may seem like, oh my God, all of this stuff is going on, what we're gonna do. It's just media hype. What are your thoughts?
Yeah.
Um, it is pretty much, I mean, media controls the world.
Hmm.
Like, that's how we get our information.
Wow.
So, and who controls the media? GOV, the government.
The
So,
government, right?
yeah,
Girl, you are right.
they control everything.
So,
Wait,
but I
don't know
mean, why
what
do
to
we
do.
get so caught up? Like, why do we get so emotional? Because I be sitting back, like, I be singing Bob Marley songs. Oh, pirates, yes, they rob I. Sold us to the
Because you
merchant
know what,
ships. I don't give
because
a
everything
damn
has
what
a
they're doing.
domino effect. Everything has a domino effect.
Right.
And everyone's talking about vote this, vote that. We just chose the lesser of the two evils. That's it.
Two
Right,
birds.
and that's what I was
We're
telling
still
Sean.
losing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was telling him the same thing. I was like, look, so the our bird for this country is the ego,
Hmm.
and it has two wings, a right and a left, and it's one body and one head. They all trying to go. I mean, each side is working for this one particular goal, but they're going about trying to get to this particular goal
In their own way.
in their own way. Basically, that's how I kind of feel about it somewhat, but at the same time they do have different views and a different way of thinking on how the country should be ran. So they do have that and what's best for the people. But my thing is, let me say this, all I hear in the news is what's best for the people, or the people want this, or the people want that. Well, when did the people speak?
It's all fluff.
You know, I'm trying to figure out when did we say what we wanted.
It's all fluff. It's all fluff. The first thing on the agenda is to protect their money and to keep making money. That's it.
Pretty much.
Man.
That's it.
And you talk about all kind of chaos from the top, and it's just trickling down to our kids, and social media doesn't make it any better. You know, it's.
Well, look, I love social media.
I mean, it is, but social media is going to be here.
I'm for
just
social
saying.
media. I think it's a good thing. I think it's a tool.
It is.
To use if you're going to use it the right way.
Correctly. Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And
because if we didn't have social media, a lot of stuff.
We wouldn't get a lot of information.
No, we wouldn't be. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I agree with that too, because it's important for us to know what's going on. Because back in the days, we only had the news to rely on in newspapers. Shoot, you know.
So the yellow pages.
The yellow.
Yeah.
You be looking for Uncle George's number in the yellow pages.
Man. Or I mean, it's crazy how times have changed when you think about it.
No, absolutely.
Oh.
It almost seems like if you're one to think for yourself, then you're against the grain. And you're a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And that's the problem. I think, it's not too many people out there that's thinking for themselves. Because they say, most people are followers. No one wants to think for themselves. No one wants to step outside the box and be courageous and be bold. But it's just one of those things,
Yeah.
People, and I kind of digress right now, but it's just one of those things where I think people should, we are in a different time, and you just got to kind of watch it and see what it is, how you going to play it, because, what's happening and what's the big change that's taking place, it haven't reached its full culmination yet. And I think there's some more layers.
We don't have to sit back and wait to see what happens. Just watch the next episode of we need to go back and watch The Simpsons.
Oh, The Simpsons?
Girl.
Well, hey.
That's what right. Then we didn't know what was going on, but now we know.
Yes. It's just like right here in your face
The
now.
Simpsons.
I was telling Sean that. I was like, man, everything come on The Simpsons
we need
first.
to go back and watch The Simpsons.
Check The Simpsons
and start
out.
writing, taking notes so we can be prepared.
Right.
Yeah.
For what's coming. Because whatever they put out, you give it about 5 to 17 years.
It's so crazy.
It's coming.
It's absolutely insane.
Very.
There was also another show we watched the other day. Do you remember that show? What was the show that we was watching that had? There was so many things that happened in that movie. It was a movie. I can't remember what it is, but it was a movie where a lot of things were happening. We sitting and watching it like, look at that. It was.
Oh, you talking about the not Left Behind, huh?
I'm not
that
sure.
movie.
Maybe
What was it about?
I can't remember at this moment, but I know it was a significant, like the same kind of concept. The Simpsons was a TV show, cartoonish. This was a movie, and it had so many things, so many truths, so many prophetic things that happened then that is actually showing up right now. So I don't know. Maybe we'll bring it in the building one night, and I'll share the screen and we'll watch it real quietly.
Like bits and pieces of it. Or
bits and
something.
pieces.
I'm trying to figure out what it is you're talking about.
We'll watch it real quietly. Also, let's go back to the comment section real quick. Peace and love to Sharia, who said, when were the people became the same? You can't mandate something as if everybody react the same. It's
Everybody's
shameful.
body reacts the same.
Right.
It's shameful. And it is. I'm only saying that because, what if this person got cancer, or what if this person got like a heart disease, or got a tolerance, got an allergy to vaccines or whatever, and they have to go to work, you know what I'm saying, and support their family. You're gonna say that they can't work at your job because they didn't take the vaccine? Are you serious?
Yeah, they don't care about that. It's money involved. It's money over everything.
Well, I think that they need to expose the real cause behind this whole situation, because let me tell you, Kasha, I was looking up this interview thing that was done on some kind of committee. I gotta go back and look to see, but they put what's the guy, the Dr. Fauci guy, on blast. And then I was reading in somewhere in the news on Newsweek where they are pretty much now beginning to say that all this money that was given for this gain of function, which the gain of function was for them to be able to take this disease that was natural from animals and use it against human DNA. I mean, I guess for experimental purposes, which they couldn't cover their tracks with it, where they were saying the COVID is what's the word I'm looking for? It's a natural disease. It doesn't like it for the diseases that are out there. They have like a 98 point something, and the COVID they were trying to say was like natural, but it's actually artificially made, and it only, like when you put it up against the actual like SARS-2, the stuff that was here before COVID-19. Yeah, it only compares at a 96 point something percent, which actually shows that it is not naturally made. It wasn't a natural disease. It was actually man-made. So they've been researching and doing some investigation into that, according to an article that I read on Newsweek. So I'm gonna have to go back and really go and dig into it, and it's very, very interesting. That's how I got the numbers. But yeah, I'm interested in finding out more about that, because if they uncover something with this money that was given to this doctor, this could almost put him in a chokehold.
Well, see, it's almost like when one person gets caught, they're going to tell on the other person, and they're going to start dropping names.
Yep.
And then you're going to get a whole page of politicians that's financially invested in this, and people that own companies like Microsoft that are invested in this.
Right.
And making money off of it, and it defeats the whole purpose.
Yeah.
Yep. Because there's going to be a lot of people that's going to end up having to pay. And I think they're going to, I don't know. I personally feel like they might sweep this under the rug, you know.
And some people are going to disappear.
Huh?
And some people are going to disappear.
Oh, yeah, probably jump out of a building. You know, like that's what they used to do. The people who, you know, used to come forward with information, they would say they jumped out of a building. Of course they didn't. They were probably pushed.
They're gonna say you overdosed.
Right. Yeah, you overdosed. There's some kind of.
You better watch out, okay?
Yeah.
Man, you know, if it's your boy Sean G. Hey, listen, Kasha, I know it's getting a little late, and I know that you're getting ready for the next day, and we appreciate you calling in and all that kind of stuff. And we miss you. I was going to reach out to you today. I said, I haven't seen Kasha. I don't know. Let me holler at her, make sure she's good. But it's good to hear from you. And we're glad that everything's okay. However, it is our condolences to you and the fam, because we didn't know what was going on. So,
yeah.
Thank you, and happy birthday, Judea.
Thank you so much, Kasha.
To my fellow Libra and Prince Lover and Sean.
That's right.
Yes.
You have to say right now, live on air, that Prince is better than Michael. Come on.
Oh, that's hard right there. Look, I'm gonna say Prince looked better than Michael, probably.
Well, that's
but it's just my thing was the fact that the hits were just so familiar, excuse me, to the masses, that it was I don't even think it was. All right, let me just say this. I couldn't say that I don't think it was close, but those Michael Jackson hits was just so familiar to the masses, and you really had to really enjoy. You really had to be into music to really just understand how powerful Prince was. And I think a lot of the people who are not that embedded in music, didn't get that, but they got that from But you know what I mean. But they got that from Mike, if that makes sense.
Well, really quickly, I want to say I grew up loving both, but I think a lot of people gravitate towards Michael first because he started off as a kid singer.
Right.
Their parents listened to him, so
True.
it was, passed on to us. We heard it in the household. And Prince was a little bit more risque. Like, my parents played Michael, but I had to go listen to Prince when they was gone.
Oh, really?
Like, my parents were not Prince fans. Like, I was a Prince fan in elementary, so I had to like sneak.
You had to sneak. Now, let me ask you though, because that's important. Was it because of what he was saying in his lyrics? Or they just didn't respect Prince as a, you know what I mean? Like, they didn't look at him like that friendly.
It was the whole, I think, he's, the gay thing. And it's like, no, he's not.
Oh, Prince way. He was more of a freak. To me, he was a freak.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was just freaky.
But my dad wasn't hearing that.
He wasn't trying to hear that. And love to hate you because he's a freak by nature.
Oh, man.
Wow. So you had to sneak it, but that was just my whole thing about the whole Prince Michael Jackson thing. Just Mike just had those songs that everybody loved, and I do.
He was more family friendly,
family friendly, and he was a lot more popular too amongst the masses. Like they both were big, and there was something that I said in regards to them not liking each other. Did you hear that?
I did.
Like Prince felt like, Mike came out with certain songs. Prince was like, I need one of those. He may not said it with that much, but I need one of those. I'm gonna have to have me one of those.
See, first of all, we're not gonna do that because his voice was very deep and sexy and so.
Oh, okay. Well, excuse me.
Tell him, Kashi.
Well, let me ask you though, just to sum it up real quickly. What was it about Prince? Because I do ask a lot of people, and I say the same thing. Trust me, I don't hold back. I'm very honest when I am opinionated about Prince when that topic come up. And I always say Prince. Nobody listened to Prince. Who was Prince really that dope? And they be like, "What? Are you crazy?"
People who are not really like Prince fans only know Purple Rain and Darling Nikki. Like,
right.
He had so many. I mean, he talked a lot about sex, but he talked a lot about a lot of different stuff. And I think when I first heard Prince, it was somewhere elementary school. I think I was on 5-year-old, 6, 7, 8-year-old.
Right.
They was like, "You like him with?"
What you doing?
And probably the first time I heard his song, I probably knew I heard something I wasn't supposed to hear. And I'm like, "Oh, what did he say?"
Really? Like Prince he was giving it up like that? It was Prince bringing it like that?
But I also liked his style. He didn't care. He was different from the other guys that were doing music. Back at that time, I liked his whole aura. Even as a kid, like, I just liked his vibe.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I can watch Purple Rain.
I've
never seen it before, over
really?
and over again. Yes. Under the Cherry Moon wasn't a great movie, but I'll still watch it if it comes on today.
I love the Purple Rain movie, girl. That is one of my favorites. It's in my top 10. It's in my top 10.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What Prince? Shout out to your girl Sheree who said she said that most likely I'm. Oh, this is something different. Hang on one second. She said I love both Prince and Michael. She also said Prince is a bad man.
A bad man. You gotta read it like it's said.
He is great. So Sheree love Prince as well.
He's a bad man, meaning he is one of the baddest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
one of the baddest.
Well, can I say this
and she
though?
probably snapped her finger.
She wanted one of these. Well, I'll say this. He wasn't as bad as Mike. I don't give a damn what nobody say. He couldn't touch Mike Jackson.
We'll talk about that after the show, honey.
He couldn't touch Mike Jackson. What's your favorite? Give me your number one Prince record. Like, I'm talking about. You gonna put that thing on repeat? What's that one song from Prince that you putting on repeat?
I
but
can't hear.
I'm gonna
She breaking
go
up.
with.
You
Oh, is
move
that
around.
better?
Yeah, move around a little bit. You was breaking
Okay,
up. Go ahead.
that's impossible. That's almost like saying which one is your favorite kid.
Really?
But
Really?
probably I don't know. I can't name one. I listened to Erotic City before I got online today, so I'll say Erotic City.
Uh-huh. So,
Um,
okay, okay.
it's impossible. I
It
can't.
is it really that hard to
It definitely is.
He has so many different songs. But
Yes.
what do you know about Prince? I never heard you talk about Prince.
What you
What's-
mean? I know you just did.
Tell me something about
You
Prince.
about to make me mad, girl.
I'm gonna get you to cut up in this building tonight.
No, you're
dude.
not. No, you're not.
What songs did you like from Prince? What was it about Prince? Because talk to me.
Well, I don't know all of the names of the songs by name, but you put it on the radio, or you put it on. You put any song on, I could probably spit the lyrics while the song is playing.
But you
All
don't.
the ones
But see,
are the ones that are not played on the radio.
well, Kasha, you see, that's the problem.
See?
And here's the but see, that's a real Prince fan, and that's why I said that's the problem.
I just know the song. I don't be worrying about what the name of the song. I just want to hear the song.
But then you're not a
when
true-
the song
That's
come
your
on,
man.
I know the song and I can sing the song and I can dance to the song.
I believe all of that good stuff, but that means you're not a real Prince fan.
What you mean? I grew up on Prince since I was Prince. Man, I've been hearing Prince since the
Don't get
80s.
cut on live TV.
Jesus is Lord.
Don't
Girl,
get
he
cut on
gonna-
live TV.
All right, I'm before I let you go, I'm going to say this real quick. We got number one, according to Prince top hits. I want to be your lover.
Yep.
You
I
don't know
wanna
that.
be your lover.
You don't know that record. Get out of here.
Gosh, you
Does that ring a bell?
Yes,
Is that like one
that's
of
the
those?
second. That's the
I wanna
second
be
song,
your
yeah.
Okay, 1999.
Gonna party like it's 1999.
Okay, everybody know Little Red Corvette.
Little Red Corvette.
Everybody know that. Everybody know When Doves Cry. Everybody know Purple Rain. I think everybody know I Will Die for You.
Oh yeah, that's yeah. That's
I
the one.
think that's where it
he had that one on
stops.
Purple Rain, the movie.
That's where the
I think that's probably the most
Yeah.
popular albums to people who are not really Prince fans because he had a movie attached to it.
yeah. I think that's where Prince big records stop. Like I mean, I wouldn't. Excuse me, not big records, but I think that's where Prince. Oh, you good there. I think that's where Prince popular songs stop.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I think that's where Prince popular records stop. Is that fair to say?
You said stop. No, I heard you the first time. I just wanted to repeat it because Kendall just said it.
I mean, popular songs. I mean, is that fair to say, or is that rubbish?
No, they keep going and going and going.
I mean, I'm looking at these songs. Raspberry,
Isaiah, check your man, sis.
Raspberry.
Yeah,
Beret.
because he won't let me say nothing.
Check your man, sis.
You
That's
got
what
you
after
got
the show
look.
is on, sis. It's on.
Alphabet Street. I
Making
mean,
yourself look bad, honey.
Yes.
You're making yourself look bad right now.
listen, I got thick skin. I can deal with all of this.
Look at here.
It don't matter to me. I'm just saying, Thieves in the Temple. What are these songs? We never even heard of these records.
A lot of these songs you're singing, you probably don't even know what he's talking about. It's like you have to really sit and
It's not that deep.
decipher
Yeah.
what he's talking about. So you don't get it.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what I was
so
telling
he
him.
was-
I mean, I might
Alphabet
not.
Street,
So
he's
he,
not talking about the alphabet.
so he was deep.
Yeah.
Shit, you better act like you know.
The Prince was deep.
Sheree, she a fan too. Look, Kasha, we got another Prince fan in here with us,
Oh, we
girl.
got some more Purple family. Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
Well, okay. Well, Prince had 15 worldwide #1 hits.
Right. Thank you, Sheree. Thank you. We got to shut Sean down. So I
Look.
hope you're a part of the me and Kasha family thing we got going
Listen,
on.
you can
against
try.
Sean.
You can put me up. I'm good. I can take it. I love it.
It's gonna be all right, honey.
But I know one thing: if we really had that kind of show, I wouldn't even have to fight. Everybody would be in here talking, "Are you crazy?" y'all may have to run out the building.
Bro, everybody gonna jam to everything that you play with Prince because Prince is a legend. If they don't know the song, they gonna jam to it anyway.
I don't know about that one. Now, I don't. Now, Kasha, with all love and due respect, I don't know about everybody jamming. I know if we play every song for Mike, everybody jamming. Can we get some? Can we get an amen on that? Y'all better stop acting like Mike ain't got hit after hit
No, Mike got
after
hits.
hit
You know,
after
got
hit.
hits.
I love
He
Mike.
got nothing but hits.
Yeah, I love Mike. I love Prince too, honey. You cannot downplay
Y'all,
Prince.
listen, I don't think y'all
serious?
really want to have this. Y'all want to go there? Do y'all really? We can
Not going
say.
to pretend. It's not going to allow you to say that Prince is not that guy.
I know.
You know what? I'm gonna deal with him when we get off the show. I'm gonna spank. I'm gonna.
You know, God, I'm telling you, I'm saying.
Look, don't come back on live Tuesday. We'll come back on.
He gonna have to wear them dark shades, girl.
You gonna have to put a stake on my eye. But you know, oh man, Kasha, I'm telling you, this Prince thing is funny to me. Because I always, you know,
He going to bed, listen to Prince tonight.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, Kasha, man, much love and respect to you, man. We thank you for calling,
this is
man.
fine. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
You're
we had a little
welcome.
fun.
I'm glad we got you to smile.
Yeah.
You know.
Thank you.
All right. Well, hit us up and we'll be talking to you and all that good stuff, and we'll let you know. But I think we may, you know, never know, we may come back on a Saturday night because I'm real pumped up about this Afro beat. A lot of people be like, "Have you heard Afro beat?" They'll pause for a second. No.
Afrobeats is not new. I think
new.
everyone's heard about it.
You know,
so
a lot of people
don't
don't. A lot of people don't know about Afro.
It sounds good.
music.
It sounds good.
Party music.
But
I
you know,
love it.
a lot of people are really programmed with music that they've already been hearing, so they're not
That's
used
true.
to a new sound,
Mm-hmm.
and it's hard to get people to navigate towards that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Listen, at this point, anything is better than trap music. So
Oh,
Girl.
Lord.
I can't take it. They all sound the
Oh
same.
God! You now I'm with you on that one. I'm talking about seriously. I just, you know, you pull up to the light, right? And you be, you know, you think they jamming. The window goes straight up. Just disrespect your whole sound system.
Yes.
You know,
That's all you hearing.
they
Yeah.
lucky. They lucky those CDs and tapes wasn't out right now because those things would be on out the window driving down the street. But that's what's up.
I can't really knock trap music that much though, because I do got a couple songs in there
No,
that I
see,
do like.
it's the rhythm that gets you.
Uh-huh.
It's the beat that gets
The beat, yeah, the beat.
So
I'm
you
not really.
don't.
Yes.
When the beat gets you, you don't know any better until you start hearing some words. You're like, what?
Wait,
What
what
am
this?
I dancing to?
Yeah, that's what I
You
have to tell Sean all the time. I'm like, bro, do you listen to the words of the song that you listening to?
I can't. All I hear is bitch and pull my this and pull my that. Bitch, I got to hold on.
No.
Bitch, I'm going to hold on. Bitch, I'll be bitch, I'm going to
Don't say nothing else.
I mean, you know, that's all you hear is the word
The B word.
B word
That's
all through the
Yeah.
song.
that, honey.
I
God.
pull I mean, if you don't turn that bullshit off right
Sing some Prince.
now,
Sing some Prince.
Lady in Red, call back.
It's a shame. It's a doggone shame.
Oh my gosh.
You know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
All right, Kasha, man. Good
All
night
right,
to you.
y'all.
Thank you for
Good
calling
night.
in.
thank you
All
for
right.
calling, sis. And we're
All
praying
right.
for you. You are definitely in our prayers.
Absolutely.
you so much.
It's a
You're
good
welcome.
Kasha, y'all.
Good night, guys.
Good
night.
night.
Main office, your girl Kasha.
Sherelle in here cutting up, sis. I see you in the comment section.
Absolutely.
I see you in the comment section.
Sherelle,
She said, "Oh, not me. I'm old, I guess."
yeah. I mean, Sherelle.
Wait, are you referring to that Afro beat, sis?
No, well, Sheree, she don't know the Afrobeat. Yeah, she did say that. We did.
So
ask
it's the
her question.
Afrobeat.
Yeah, probably the Afrobeat. I mean, but I can't see no Sheree talking about some
On the trap music? No. Sherelle, let us know if you got some of that trap music, girl.
Look, I can't see no Sheree doing this shit. You know, all that old extra bullshit. You know, I call it like it. I can't do it. You know, they start talking about.
So what would be trap music? What would be considered trap music? Like Lil Wayne music, Boosie music, Kevin Gates music? Like whose music is trap music? What is considered trap music?
All right. Well, I let me just say this from my point of view. You know, Lil Wayne is the last. Like Lil Wayne to me is the start of what we got today. Lil Wayne is responsible for Kodak Blacks and all this other stuff you're hearing right now. When you just the mumble rap,
all the guys are trying to sound like him, but they're mumbling to sound like him. But he was actually speaking lyrics. So
right? But well, I'm gonna get to that point right there. But you know, he was, you know, the auto tunes and all that kind of stuff where nobody can sing.
Came out in the 80s and 70s. Auto tunes been here.
Well, all right. So that's a whole nother conversation right there. Again, regardless of what was here and what was all that. Look, when we first heard the auto tunes, we probably heard it first on Computer Love. A piece of it.
Probably before Computer Love.
Which was the Funk Parliament.
Yeah.
George Clinton and all of them.
Yeah.
Right? But they was making records. Them songs was like classics. You can still hear those records right now. Especially and
Lil Wayne was making records.
Well, hold on, we'll get to Wayne.
Classics right now.
We'll get to Wayne. If you want to go there, you know. You get what I'm saying.
I'm being an advocate right now.
Okay.
Because, you know, he did make a lot in his era from the 90s or the middle 90s.
Wayne was
the 2010 era, 11, 12 era.
Yes.
He
Wayne was spitting lyrics. He was good, and he got to a point where he was so good that he no longer cared about his content. It didn't even matter what he was putting out anymore, in my opinion. And I think that kind of watered down the music because they like, well, this guy's the biggest artist in the world. And he don't even make he's not even, it's not even complicated. I'll be with my girl. I'm chilling on the world. I'm walking down the street. And you gonna see my feet. You know, it was not. It wasn't nothing to it. So, you know, with that being said, I think Wayne, when he became the biggest artist of the world, he took the simplest styles. He stopped rapping. He stopped going hard, and he took that regular simple crap, and just, you know, pretty much put it out there, and whatever he put out there, people ate it up. So it really opened the gate up to people to get lazy and say, well, shit, Lil Wayne he ain't saying nothing no more. You know, after a milli, I think the game was over as far as lyrics.
No,
in my opinion.
Not. No, it was not. He had a lot of songs on that record that still went hard. Listen, I am a Lil Wayne's fan. Actually, why I asked Sean, do he consider that to be trap music? Because,
but you see, you still got to give Wayne his respect because Wayne actually,
he is a lyrical monster.
Right. Well, he actually proved himself when it was still when the sport still required you to be good.
Right. It required you
to be a good real artist. Like you really to put some words together.
Not what they throwing out there now.
Right. So you have to give him his props because he came up in the era, and also, you know, him, you know, like Michael Jackson, he was that little kid, you know, coming up in the hardest era of hip hop.
Okay, so let me ask you this: so can we say that trap music began after
Lil Wayne?
No.
Well, no,
Drake,
trap.
Drake came after Lil Wayne. So can we say that it came because Drake is still going? So can we say that it came like sometime a little bit after Drake?
No, first of all, trap music was actually active before that. I mean, look, 3 6 Mafia and them, that was trap.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That
you
was
got
trap.
it.
I mean, that was deep trap. That shit was good.
Yeah,
that was the
that
good
gangster
stuff.
music. That was the
But I
gangsta
mean,
music.
I'm about to stay fly. That shit was dope. I mean, beat, rhythm.
Yeah, but what do you consider the
come on.
trap? You talking about like the dope house? Like what is considered the trap? The basement? Like
well, think about the
what's
trap.
considered the trap.
All right. Well,
Like-
on the East Coast, well, just look at the word for what it's worth. The trap was considered that house that
Like the dope house.
that house where everybody
Okay,
was
well
out.
then if you got these multi-platinum artists, why are
Mm-hmm.
we putting them or categorizing them in the trap when you actually got people who make actual trap music? Like artists that aren't all the way out there. You know what I'm saying? That didn't hit the mainstream and stuff like that.
Well, who are they? If you don't
That's
know
what
who they
I'm
are,
asking.
I
Are they
don't
the
think that
guys? Are
matter.
they the people with the trap? Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter. But again, trap music was before that. Like, it, you had, like, again, you had your 3-6 Mafia, you had your Bum B's, your UGK.
So you categorize them as making trap music?
Of course. Well, okay. So you had your trap music, and then you also had the screw music, which was screwed up. That was the Houston sound with the Texas artists with Paul Wall, UGK. Mm-hmm. So that was considered like they was, fofos,
Tipping on fofos.
you know what I mean? Mike Jones, who that? Mike Jones, before they knew me shopping, you know what I'm saying? So that was considered. That was. And they were still spitting though. Even though it was different. Let's go to Atlanta for a second. You had
With T.I.
before T.I., you had
yeah.
Sean Paul in them.
Yeah. What's that guy's name? The one who passed away.
Atlanta came with a sound. And this was right after the biggest era of hip hop, in my opinion, which was the '90s, killing it. And then
You weren't talking about Peter Pablo, are you?
No. Petey Pablo was just a little one-hit wonder. He maybe had 2 records that was notable, with North Carolina, and then he did the collaboration record with what was the girl name? Which was a big record. He was a big record. It was kind of that song that you'll play with Cassie. It's me and you. I got it.
But that wasn't trap music.
So you had that song, and then he was like, "Yeah, it's Petey Pablo." He was on the radio. You know the record. I played the song a bunch of times, right? But I just can't remember it right now. But so that was a big record for Petey Pablo. But no, I'm not talking about that. The South really came through the door as
With
far
the trap
as
music.
But with the trap music or the crunk, well, crunk came through first, and that was Atlanta bringing the crunk music. That was what they called it. This is crunk, bone crusher. I ain't never scared. I ain't not. That was that type of. So, it's confusing because people get the times mixed up. What came and when it came, and also.
Yeah, that's what I'm my bad. My question should have been what time or what year did trap music start?
Well,
when they started calling
trap
music trap.
I would say trap music. Crunk is, to me, from my perspective, trap music is the spinoff of crunk. Trap is the spinoff of crunk. So crunk came maybe about 2002, 2003. And then, and then somebody must have coined it, because they couldn't, motherfuckers' heads was hurting after a certain period. So they was like, we need to smooth this, we need to keep it hard, but let's smooth this down, call it something else. And I think right after that, that's when the trap music came. So I believe Atlanta came in and kicked the door in with the crunk. You had Lil Jon came in, they really came in heavy. Lil Jon and that whole East Side Boys, and they put the chokehold in the game early in the 2000s.
Right.
Early in the 2000s. Lil Jon, East Side Boys, Sean Paul.
Kasha said Master P and a few of them guys, and that's where Juvenile and Lil Wayne come in at under Master P.
No, but see, here's the deal. See, what Master P and them was doing they didn't classify that as none of those things.
Oh well, no. They
didn't call that shit
Hot Boys though.
But still, they didn't call it trap. They didn't call it crunk. It was just Master P.
Was they the Hot Boys or were they the 504 Boys?
No, there was No Limit.
It was No Limit. Yeah, shit.
There was No
they had
Limit.
so many names.
Yeah, but those was like people that was under the big umbrella.
Now, would you have classified those guys in the trap music?
Who?
Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you classify underground music as trap music? Or is it just underground music?
Yeah, well, trap is underground. Like,
okay,
trap is underground. Yeah. But but they still were artists that were signed to mainstream labels. Were they big stars on the mainstream? Probably not. But they were known in the
underground, and it was trap music.
Yeah, so because underground music was big too. Like, I don't care what East Coast, West Coast, underground underground was mainstream back in the day. Underground was considered mainstream.
Mainstream as far as like what
as far
platinums go, platinum. I mean, like going like hitting the charts and stuff.
Yeah, I mean it was because it hit the hood charts. Like
the hood chart. I'm talking about
that
mainstream charts, not hood.
That
charts,
mattered, but you couldn't put those records didn't cross over to pop until later on. Gotcha. So they started to make those songs a little bit different. Mm-hmm. So, it's just one of those things. This is a great topic. The state of hip hop. The origin of this. What you think of that? That could go on and on and on. But I think who was doing it before anybody, as far as, because again, you got to remember, the East Coast. There was no East Coast. The East Coast was just New York City. That represented the whole East Coast, which is where the game originated from. And those artists were just reigning and putting out music forever until, they said, okay, we see that this makes sense to go here and find artists over here. Before the 2000s, that was kind of hard for artists to break. The only artist that did break out of the South in those times was Master P.
Master P and Lil Wayne.
No. Lil Wayne wasn't. Lil Wayne wasn't. Nobody know no Lil Wayne when Master P came out.
Not when Master P came out. No, because Master P and Mystical
Hot Boys
and all of them.
They wasn't. They didn't exist. Yeah, they didn't exist yet.
Yeah,
it was Master P first.
Yeah,
and everything that they were doing. Because remember, P was on the East Coast, and people was like, "Yo," his first record he put out the song called Ice Cream Man. Mr. Ice Cream Man.
Mr. Ice Cream Man.
Yeah, and you be sitting there looking at the video on the video show and Video Music Box and all that stuff, just looking at it like, yo, Yeah. But it was dope. And then he put out what was the next song that just really did it? The Master P record that really did it.
The one where they was on the basketball court.
This was his hit record. I mean, Ice Cream Man was first, and then he put out his bomb. This was the joint.
The No Limit one. The No Limit.
Drop a comment below if you guys know what that
the
song
No Limit
was.
one, honey, where they was on the basketball court in the music video.
Peace and love to Kasha. Kasha getting into this one right here. She said, is that down south stuff right? LOL. No, I sound old. Also, my down south catalog was Master P. A few from his little tribe, absolutely. They rapped about the same thing, just in a different style. Mm-hmm. But they came first. But they was respected. You couldn't really, they really bought the business. Then they bought, the spinoffs with Mystical.
Yeah.
They had Mia X.
Yeah, that's them. Yeah, they made that. That was No Limit. That was what the fuck? Was that the song?
It was. Yeah, I guess.
The rap or whatever it was called, No Limit.
No, that was the label.
I know the label was No Limit, but they made a song.
They probably
No
could have.
No Limit Soldiers, something.
Right, No Limit Soldiers. No Limit Soldiers, I thought I told you. Yeah, that's possible. I can't refute that. That's possible. But anyway, that was the crew who broke the door in as far as
the
South being respected in the game of hip hop.
Well, for Louisiana, they put Louisiana on the map because you still had
No, they put New Orleans on the map.
New
Because
Orleans.
nobody didn't know, like, because you know
About
what I mean.
Louisiana. I
They-
mean,
every-
Louisiana's a
it's
state.
no,
Of
it
course
is.
they knew about
but they
Louisiana,
wasn't
but
repping. It's
they-
like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right, they were repping for the state of Louisiana. They tell you that in their music.
well, they did say L.A. repping
Louisiana, they was always
yeah.
repping.
But see, for us outsiders, we didn't understand that. We just heard New Orleans,
yeah, but
Third Ward, and all
yeah,
that kind
they
of
were
stuff.
repping. Well, then they went into the wards and stuff
The
like
wards,
that. They
right?
started going
So
into-
that's what we don't understand. Oh, we didn't even know that even exists. Louisiana, we know it was a state, but we didn't. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't put it together.
yeah, like
you
what's
know.
the cities in that state
Right.
or the areas?
So they was repping the New Orleans part of Louisiana hard,
Right.
and that's what everybody knew. Okay, so they broke. To me, they broke it open wide, and then everybody else. But you know, not to get too caught up in or too far away from the top of from the question, but yeah, you have layers of that. And
There's so many layers
the new layer,
to music.
the new layer now is just like, you know what?
Everybody making music.
I gotta go. I gotta go. I don't want to hear this. I gotta get out of here. Yeah. Have a nice day.
Right.
You know. So that's all it is.
But it's so much music now because you know everybody got access to all of this new technology.
Yeah.
To where they can make a song and make a hit, you know, and become someone. Or
Hopefully, yeah.
it's
With the
we
like,
got a lot of YouTube stars who
Well,
actually
shout
are
out-
stars now.
yeah, shout out to Sheree who said, you know, and which is really fascinating because, and I think that's true because at the barbecue when I sat down with my niece and I heard her talking, I was like really like, oh, let me get her to talk more. Mm-hmm. Like I'm really asking her questions because I'm fascinated in how she see things, and I, you know, it wasn't that much of a difference, but she was very opinionated, but her mindset was different. Like she, you know what I mean? It was a different take. So when Sheree say what she said about, you know, her cousins or younger cousins who were born later, who come maybe that I think she said like the 80s and they came like later
90s, I
in
think
the 90s.
she said the 90s.
She said
yeah.
they mind frame and
It's
they
different. After the 90s, yeah.
They, you know what I mean? They see things different, and
Absolutely.
that's a really a great thing. You know, I was talking to a kid, and I said something as simple as, he said that he played football, and I was like, "Oh, you play football?" He was like, "Yeah, I play football." I said, "Oh, you the chip in the game?" Like I said, "Oh, you no," I said, "You nice?" And he was like, how dare you ask me if I'm nice? I was like, "Oh, okay, it's like that. Oh, so you the chip in the game, like you that chip that's in the game, like you." He didn't understand. He was like, "What does that mean?" I was like,
Yeah, you hit him with some old
"You know what I mean?"
slander that he couldn't pick up.
He couldn't pick
on.
it up, and then when I broke it down, I said, "Yo, the chip is everything. Without the chip is like the mother brain. Without the chip, the
Nothing operates.
game don't work."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, yo, that's dope." Oh, he started. I was like, "Man, if you don't get, you know," but yeah. So interesting stuff
Very,
tonight,
yeah,
guys.
very, very.
We want to thank everybody for tuning in. And listen, if you're just tuning in for the first time and you're catching this for the first time, go ahead and add the Sean G channel over here on Facebook. Also, go ahead and hit us up over there on the tube.
Yeah.
All right? And let the family know we do this every Tuesday night and Thursday night. I really want to come in the building another night. I feel like I'm not giving you guys enough shows. I think it's too much time. We're being separated for too much time. I want to be with the family a little bit more. So
Thank you, Kasha.
thank you, Kasha. And you know, so it's one of those things. But you know, I say this every damn show. Every show, you know, you hear the same thing. But if you're catching us for the first time, go ahead and smash the love button. And we thank everybody who tuned in with us tonight. Peace and love to Kasha. She should just be on time. All right, and you heard that, right?
No,
Just
don't
be on
try to.
time.
He's trying to blame me for his I'm gonna say indiscretions.
Indiscretions.
Indiscretions. I want to put a big word out there. I want it to sound
I don't
like
know if that even fit right now. Indiscretions. Wait a minute. Hold on. I ain't gonna look that one. I'm gonna leave that one alone. But peace and love to Girlie. Hey, girl.
Good night, sis. Good night,
night to you,
y'all.
girlie.
We love you guys, and thank you guys so much for coming and joining us tonight.
Absolutely, man. So You know, I don't know. And shout out to your boy George who called in tonight who was singing. He was in it. I fell asleep late last night.
He gonna get you.
And I dreamed the night would pass the night away.
Would you cut it out? He did not sound like that.
He hit it with that old school. Yeah.
Oh,
But George killed
man.
it. George killed it tonight though. He sounds good. Shout out to your boy George. And you know, he broke the ice tonight. So
He did.
yeah, hopefully he come back in the building and give us a little something on our karaoke kind of night. Hey Girly, what's up, Girly? Girly been quiet. Girly don't love us no more.
Yes, she do. Girl, people got things going on, honey. You gotta give people
I
time.
got things too. My big toe been hurting all week.
Soak it in some Epsom salt and water.
Hold up.
Hot water. Oh man.
My big toe.
Thank you, Robert.
It was doing this all week.
Yes, indeed.
I know you have work, Girly, and I'm just teasing you. Absolutely, man. Peace and love. Johnny Specs in the building. Shout out to my brother Johnny Specs in the building. All right, chilling out with us tonight.
Yeah.
And yeah,
we love you guys, man. I enjoyed this show.
We had fun
We
tonight.
love talking to you guys. When you guys start talking and chatting with us, it just makes the show. It just makes the show. It feels good to talk
Well,
to you
shout
guys.
out to girl Sheree who came in here and she broke the show wide open because I was in the mix. I was been in the mix and then
Girl, you couldn't tell him nothing
Couldn't tell
about
me
them
nothing.
Afro beats,
I'm in here with
honey.
the Afro beats. Oh,
I'm going to bed.
Oh man, we see you guys. Peace and love to the family. We out of here.
Peace and love, y'all.
Let's go. Are you ready? You've been staring since I came in. I know you wanna get to know me. But honestly, I came with my girls, wanna dance by ourselves. Can't you tell? Baby, I have thick skin. Yeah, I don't let things get to me. But do you want me to spell it out for you right now? I'm not feeling your vibe. Crystal clear that you're head over heels, but don't come any closer, my dear. Cause when I get mad, I cannot control what might happen. You think you can put your hands on my body. I'm no damsel in distress. Come too close, I might just lose it. I knock you down like boom, 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 boom. I knock you down like boom, 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 boom. I knock you down like boom, 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 boom. I knock you down like boom, 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 boom. You're messing with the wrong girl. I bring the thunder, haven't you heard? But honestly, I just wanna dance with my girls here tonight. No man by our sides. Crystal clear that you're head over heels, but don't come any closer, my dear. Cause when I get mad, I cannot control what might happen. You think you can put your hands on my body. I'm no damsel in distress. Come too close, I might just lose it. I knock you down like boom, 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 boom. I knock you down like boom, 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 boom. I knock you down like boom, 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 boom. I knock you down like boom, 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 boom. Boy, you better sit down, you just shut your mouth. Cause I don't need a man to make me feel fine. Better sit down, you just shut your mouth. Yeah. You better sit down, you just shut your mouth. Cause I don't need a man to make me feel fine. Better sit down, you just shut your mouth. Yeah. You think you can put your hands on my body. I'm no damsel in distress. Come too close, I might just lose it. I knock you down like boom, 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 boom. Knock you down like boom, 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 boom. Knock you down like boom, 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 boom. It's Sean G, baby. Like that Marvin Gaye song, I'm stunning. You love it. Come on, give me something. I know that you want it. Come on, give me something. The night is young and so are we. So maybe you should leave with me. The night is young and so are we, baby. The night is young, so let's have some fun. If you love me right, yeah, this could be the summer of our lives now, honey. Give it to me like you know you should now, baby. This could be the summer of our lives, the summer of our lives. The sun sets on fire, tell me your desires. I'm not getting tired, baby, take me higher. I'm sunny, you love it, come on, give me something. I know that you want it, boy. The night is young and so are we. So maybe you should leave with me. The night is young and so are we, baby. The night is young, so let's have some fun. If you love me right, yeah, this could be the summer of our lives now, honey. Give it to me like you know you should now, baby. This could be the summer of our lives, the summer of our lives. Give it to me, baby, all night. We can keep on dancing all night. Give it to me, baby, all night. Give it to me, baby, all night. We can keep on dancing all night. Give it to me, baby, all night. Love me right. If you love me right, yeah. Oh, if you love